Calais migrant crisis. Cameron warns Britain is no safe haven. Britain will not become a safe haven for migrants in Calais, David Cameron has warned, after hundreds continue their attempts to reach the UK. The Prime Minister warned illegal immigrants would be removed from the UK as migrants told the BBC they remained determined to reach Britain. Mr Cameron was speaking after people gathered for a third night at fencing at the Channel Tunnel freight terminal. Over 3,500 attempts have been made this week to get into the tunnel terminal. Several hundred migrants were escorted away from the terminal by French police on Wednesday night, the third night of large-scale attempts to storm the terminal. Boy oh boy, Cameron shows again what an absolute despicable human being he really is. Does he not remember that it's the bombs that he ordered to be dropped and that we all paid for that destroyed these people's countries that they're now running from? Cameron has caused death, destruction and mayhem in their countries, and now he's given them the two-finger salute when they're seeking refuge. There is an easy option to solve all of this. The French authorities need to issue all the migrants with an EU passport. They can then come wandering into the UK, get their benefits straight away, and get a home straight away as well. If I was a French president, I'd already be doing this. This is what makes the EU such a farce. We cannot protect our borders from anyone with an EU passport. But this situation clearly cannot go on forever. We cannot just let hundreds of thousands of people in. We are an island after all, lest we forget. So at some point, our great leaders are going to actually have to come to some sort of solution to this issue, which I would suggest would involve spending a lot less money on bombing the countries where these migrants are from and a lot more to do with rebuilding them. There are a few ways to stop people wanting to come to the UK. The first is obviously to come out of the EU and close our borders completely. The second is to make it unattractive financially to come to the UK, which, despite what Cameron says and the rhetoric that he spews, if you have nothing in your country, then the benefits on offer in the UK are still a damn sight better and worth the risk. The third way to sort this issue, as I've already said, is to rebuild the country these people have come from instead of just destroying them, economically and physically, with bombs that you and I paid for. You have to make life in their country better than it is now. Maybe we could quantitatively ease another £375 billion, but this time spend it on rebuilding war-torn countries, rather than just giving it to zombie banks for the sole purpose of making their balance sheets look a little better. Just a thought.